So hello everyone, welcome back for another live trading session. Today we're going to be analysing the charts, do some trading. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So the US market opens in 3 minutes exactly, so we can actually kind of prepare for that. There was a lot more liquidity on the bullish side, so about, let me just share my screen with you. Right, there you go. There's a lot more liquidity, as you can see. On the upside, so 104 million there, 100 million there, so we're looking at about a price range of 73k. So I do think price will try to magnetize kind of to that level there. So we've got about nearly 200 million in liquidity leverage there. One is at 73,191, whereas the other is at 73,416. So it's about a 200-ish, 2 to 300-ish, well, like 250 to 200 dollar price difference in that. So basing that, we could realistically get a trade right about now towards that level. So we're at about 47, and I am expecting the market to take that price much higher, up to that level of 73,100. About there somewhere, just so above that previous peak. About there, roughly speaking. So we're going to enter just before that market opens. So we do have 1 minute until it does. So the US market is currently open, literally just opened. We did see a Actually, let's have a look. 3 o'clock. You can see we had the GDP down 5%, down 0.5%. Forecast was 0.7. Previous was 0.7. So it's not actually as bad as it was, you know, aimed to be. As for the core PC index, it's actual. So previous was 0.4, forecast was 0.4, and the actual was 0.4. So it's not too, you know, something to worry about too much. What the? But it's not looking too good at the minute, but right.
I'm holding on to you. go for good. I'm waiting on you, so I can find out it's true. You set me free from all that ache. Your bitter words is all I taste. You set me free, don't break me more than you did before. Now I was giving you one shot, was gonna mess it up. Every rose around the place were caught in love. I never lied to get your love. I made love. I was giving you one shot, was gonna mess it up. Every rose around the place were caught in love. I never lied to get your love. I made love. I'm holding on to you. Till you let me go for good. I'm waiting on you, so I can find out it's true. You set me free from all that ache. Your bitter words is all I taste. You set me free, don't break me more than you did before. Now I was giving you one more shot, was gonna mess it up. Every rose around the place were caught in love. I never learned to get your love. I made love. I was giving you one more shot, was gonna mess it up. Every rose around the place were caught in love. I never learned to get your love. I made love. I was giving you one more shot, was gonna mess it up. Every rose around the place were caught in love. I never learned to get your love. I made love. I was giving you one more shot, was gonna mess it up. Every rose around the place were caught in love. I never learned to get your
Took another shot for you. I didn't really want to, but I gotta keep it flowing. Cause you just keep on going on and on and on. Oh, baby. Ooh, your insecurity's making me crazy. And you don't even see it pushing me away. You're not driving me closer, you're just driving me sober, yeah. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober, yeah. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober, yeah. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober. Took another shot for you. I didn't really want to, but I gotta keep it flowing. Cause you just keep on going on and on and on. Oh, baby. Ooh, your
Hello.
insecurity's making me crazy. And you don't even see it pushing me away. You're not driving me closer, you're just driving me sober, yeah. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober, yeah. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober, yeah. Just driving me sober. Just driving me sober.
price has dipped slightly below, just slightly more, and it's it'll take that position. Not too sure what we've got going on with that price. There we go, it's been taken now. So welcome everyone who has just joined the stream. How are you all doing today?
Driving all alone, nowhere. The city's far behind the night.
There's a very large, well, much larger liquidity level, liquidity leverage at the top. We have got, I don't know if that seems to be accurate. I mean, it looks relatively neutral at the minute. We had about 100 liquidity, 100 million to 200 million liquidity at the top, but it looks like it's changed in a very small amount of time. I'm not too sure.
Driving all alone, nowhere. The city's far behind the night. Can no longer see. Concrete walls feel like there's nowhere to breathe, to live, to be. I'm drowning in moonlight. I'm in the sea. So far away, but still got you in my dreams.
Has that finally been filled now? Nice. So make sure you guys check out today's video if you haven't already. We'll see some support right around here, resistance that is for now, but it was support previously. So that's where price is currently at. Let me have a look if it's strong or not. Not really. There's a level there. That's where price has just come past. See, we're already in for a reversal. See, the price has come up very sharply. It has broken above that previous peak as well. I mean, you wouldn't really call it a peak, as it's a pretty volatile price action, but still at the same time, we've had a very nice bounce off of that level there. But what we'd not like to see right now is a continuation of these bearish candles. What we'd want to see is a reversal from this level here. So I want this ideally to be a liquidity grab. So it's when the price moves down, takes the liquidity, stops liquidations, and then reverses, which makes a real move up. And that is exactly what I'd like to see. So what I'm expecting here is a shift of that structure, so we actually do get a reversal right around here. What would not be too nice would be a continuation further through that level. So we do have a resistance level here. You can see the market slow down a bit, and we see some resistance from the buyers now. There we go. That was a pretty big move, not gonna lie. But is that the move we was looking for? I'm not too sure. Potentially. Not looking too nice, not gonna lie. So if we get a retest for that resistance level and it doesn't manage to break through, then we can actually go in for a short position. But if it can break through this previous low, which was obviously higher, it did break through that one, so we could expect a break through this one as well. But now there's been a bigger reversal. Maybe it wasn't my time to exit that trade. Maybe just.
Introducing Grammarly.
Shush. I mean, this just looks very, very strange, not gonna lie. So here it had some slower movement. It was relatively fast, coming bearish, and then we had a bit of slow movement, and then we kind of broke through, but then we shot up back up to here, which is about 7,900, and then we dropped to a low of 70. Kind of looked like a real, you know, break through that resistance level, and then we are now back up to that same level again, which kind of doesn't really make sense. I mean, currently we'd need a move down to about 70.5k to break that previous low, and then come in for a reversal. That is what I believe will happen. Hello, hello. There's a much larger move. Seems to be relatively strong. We would realistically need that price to come to this previous low of 40, 50, about 450. So 70, 450 would be pretty ideal. 70, 450.
Nobody gonna take it over you, got my soul. Nobody gonna tell me different. You got my
Up there.
you got my love, baby. My loving baby. You, yeah, you, yeah, you, my loving baby.
Price is very jumpy at the minute. Just judging based off structure wise, we could actually be seeing that reversal right about now. That's if this candle that we currently have here forms higher than the previous one, so we could be in for like pretty much the opposite move that we got here. So we would need a higher high to form to create like an uptrend. That price has obviously come up to that range to be able to create that uptrend, but it doesn't seem like it's got enough strength. You can see that previous one was at 780 and that one was at 774. Yeah, 7774. So that one's 780. That one's 7774. 7774. I believe it will retest though. It'll retest for a move. Now it's just choppy. You can't really, really understand what's going on. Like normally there's a bigger move before we actually get like a, an actual move. I mean, I thought I did mark that level, but it turns out it's not there anymore. So just about there. I reckon it might be a pretty nerve-wracking session today, as we are getting quite a lot of choppy action, not gonna lie. Doesn't seem to be too great. Right, if we look at liquidity, what have we got? We've got 42 and 51. I mean, there is a lot more liquidity on the downside. About 55.14. But we don't want to see this peak forming right around here. If it does, then we could be in for a continuation of that bearish move. By the looks of it, that might be the case, as we've got a high and a high, a low and then a low. So potentially we could get a high here and then a low somewhere around about 76.50-ish. Hello, sir. Is that the reversal we were looking for? I'm not too sure. So apparently we've got whale sell walls at 72,400 and 73,600. Our neutral funding rates at 0%, but analysts highlight a macro bottom near 54,500 and 37,000 as an accumulations there before a rally to 120 to 190k. The path forward hinges on breaking upper range resistance. Amid US-Iran escalations, failure risks a flush to 66 to 68k support, while CPI data this week could catalyze direction. Kinda cooked, not gonna lie.
When all the hate surrounds us,
We need something new. Just tell me when it gets too much, and I'll run away with you. And I'll run away with you. And I'll run away with you.
Why you do this to me? I try to act like I don't care. You never let me close, but I'm your calling. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? Why do you do this to me? I try to act like I don't care. You never let me close, but I'm your calling. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this?
When all the hate surrounds us, and we need something new. Just tell me when it gets too much, and I'll run away with you. And I'll run away with you. And I'll run away with you.
Why you do this to me? I try to act like I don't care. You never let me close, but I'm your calling. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this?
So Bitcoin short-term trajectory, we've got leaning more lower towards 66k support over the 73k breakout. Bitcoin's price sits approximately at 70,000, well, about 785, 703 at the minute. After testing intraday highs near 71,508 earlier today, but failing to sustain momentum, closing now down 0.6% at the low end of the range. The pullback aligns with persistent extreme fear sentiment at X13, where markets often test lower support before potential reversals, but current technicals and on-chain signals point to higher probability of a dip towards 66k to 67k rather than a push of 73k in the immediate term, next 24 to 48 hours. The reasoning builds from recent price action showing rejection and resistance neutral to bearish derivatives positioning and chain metrics confirming no urgent buying pressure. So, I mean, from market structure wise as well, you can see it's relatively choppy. Like, we don't really have much of a push for the upside. We do seem to be going bullish quite a bit. Hello.
How do you sleep when you're not next to me? It's hard to breathe whenever there's a memory. It's been so long, yeah. It still feels wrong, yeah. Something's been off since the day you left. Trying to stay strong, but now that you're gone, I'm not the same girl that you first met. I'm not the same girl that you first met. First met.
It's been so long, yeah. It still feels wrong, yeah. Trying to stay strong.
It's looking very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. I mean, we've still got that liquidity at 70.241. Right guys, I'll be back in just a second.
Nothing seems right. 'Cause when you're gone, I lose my sight. Gets harder at night. The curtain's drawn, can't show my eyes. Don't let go. I'm too scared to ever wanna be alone. If you're not there. Nothing seems right. 'Cause when you're gone, I lose my sight. Gets harder at night. The curtain's drawn, can't show my eyes. Don't let go. I'm too scared to ever wanna be alone. If you're not there.
Right boys, we're back again. Looks like the price is continuing the same direction that we're currently going. So we can draw a path. We can expect a peak around this area here now. So like here, and then a continuation. So actually we're expecting the price to even come up to a level about 66k. There's about a 64% probability that we do see the price coming down to that level. I mean, it's a pretty long way to go, but it will be pretty dramatic if it does happen. So that's 67 is there. I mean, it's definitely doable. Like, what have we got for Solana? Doge seems to be just consolidating really. Relative price action, but it's not actually much. Like, we haven't really got much going on. As for Doge, we can actually expect it to come to even a low of about 0.09075, which would be pretty good. Bitcoin is a bit jumpy. So this is the level of that previous low. So if it does break through this low, which is a stronger low, obviously, it's a more, you know, it's a deeper one. It's like a higher high, so it's like kind of like a peak in that case. So price is currently, you know, here. So if we get the price closing at around that level, and it has surpassed this level clearly, not this level, this peak clearly, then we can actually expect a reversal happening.
I had a help.
So I'm going to tell you how these probabilities derive. It's mostly built on fear factor weighing 40% on technical / price action, 30% derivatives, 20% sentiment, 10% volume. So price today failed at 71k 3 times, which is the intraday high of 71,508, aligning with 67% long liquidation bias. There we go. Liquidation bias and funding neutral, Bitcoin absent from extremes, unlike E&J, down 114% short pay long. So 17% probability for a downside towards about 66k. So now it was just adjusted from 68k to 32 split, and now it's a 70 to 30 unconfirmed hourly decay to 70.6k. So it's a 70% look on about 67 to 68k, and then we have got an upside about 30%, which will be a grind to 71 to 72k. So we are to look at the 1 hour candle at, well, when it gets to 6 o'clock, then we can kind of understand where price could be headed much more accurately. I mean, this just looks like one of those, another one of those fake outs, not gonna lie. There's still a lot more liquidity below than there is above. This whole area is like, there's nothing in it. So the only bit of liquidity we get is at 71,365, which is quite a while. So it's a lot more attracted to this level here of 55 and then 16 straight away. Hello, sir. Hello. It's looking very strange today, not gonna lie. Yeah, my voice is low, what do you mean? And we've still got quite a lot of liquidity below. Like, there's a lot more here than there is at the top. So we've got 16, 55, 42. Whilst here we've only got 49 and the rest is like pretty much as, well, there's nothing really. So this might just be like a spike. I mean, there's no liquidity at all by the looks of it. 29 million, that is nothing. That is very low. We've got 29 million roughly at 72k. That's still a very long way away. Very long way away. Not looking good. Not looking good. I'm not too happy, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yesterday was good. Yesterday was a good session, but today is kinda not so good. I'm trying to just. It's very hard to understand what's currently happening. Like yesterday, it was a good trade. Clear indication, all good. Today, was expecting one thing and got greeted with another. I mean, you don't really get anything from these charts either. 38 is still borderline okay, 40, 50, 60. You're not doing too bad. You get to 30, 20, you're really starting to look for a long position. But 30ish is still okay. Well, no, 30ish is not too good, but 38 that's still okay. That's nearly 40, so. It's a pretty strong move, and from here we're already at 75, so we could actually expect a reversal right about now. Or even a sharper move up to about 80. We'll see what this next candle brings us. What, 10, under 10 seconds left for that candle, what, 5 more left? So I think daily's, that daily limit, not the daily limit, the daily price that it got shut down at 3 times was volume profile shows thin bids above 71k, while 69.5k to 70k clusters denser support. So the 71k hourly key hourly resistance failed 4 times today. I've got 2 minutes for that candle to fully form. We're already at 71 and a bit. So if we do stay within this level, then we might even see a further move up to that 72 to 73k. So if we do see falls, but price stalls below 71k. So now it has reacted, so I believe we'll have to put that in for a reverse, as that has successfully stayed above 71k for the hourly time frame. We've got 71.84, so it failed 4 times today to stay above 71k for that level. been a very shocking session today. Very shocking session. We need to come back to a level of about 70.5, maybe hopefully even 70k, which would be very nice to see. From India. Yeah, you might have some Bando connection, I think. I don't know, every session seems to have good sound. Yes, I mean I haven't changed anything, so you know, I don't think sound is gonna magically change, you know. But yeah, should be all good. I checked before, it was all fine. I mean, it's looking decent so far, you know, trade-wise. I am expecting a move down to about 7,500. So realistically, we can actually set a take profit of 7,500. Staring at this, I mean, it's not the best chart I've seen today. Yesterday's chart was a lot better. We had a nice trade literally coming into the session straight away. And today it's been pretty choppy, like here, kind of, you know, pretty choppy, not gonna lie. Now I've got a better trade on. Like I said, I'm expecting that move all the way down to 7,500. That liquidity is still, that still lies at there's barely any. There's nothing. 29 is literally nothing for Bitcoin. We can get the same kind of thing and the expectation for XRP2, as it relatively similar to Bitcoin, so same thing here as well. It's going to be that curve. Bitcoin's doing me in today, heavily. I mean, I kind of had stop loss on, but we're already at 71k. Right, so I've set a limit order at 71,300. I'm expecting a continued push right up to 72k actually. We seem to be getting more liquidity, I believe, in the bullish range. So now I've got 29.26. Before we had about 26, I believe, or 24. I'm not too sure. But seem to be coming closer and closer to that limit order. So that limit order was nearly taken. It was very, very close, as you can see. Yeah, I mean, not the best, but we move on. might still be a continuation actually. Might not even get a bit of a low forming, but it's got 55 mil, I believe it's here, yeah. It's not looking too positive, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was expecting a little dip before we start, have that continuation there. So, say like we come bullish and then we have a bit of a dip that would hit this limit order, and then a continued move up to about 72k. So I believe we may be at some resistance level now. I mean, ideally we would want to get to about 72k, which would be around there. So 2 days ago it did reach 72k, and then we had consolidation in that kind of price level from 72k to 71,250, and then we had a dip just under the 790, sorry, it's not 790, 7,900. So this below here, and now I've got a reversal, which may suggest we could have a downtrend. This is, I mean, this is a very sharp move, but this is obviously just one candle, so that's in 4 hours. I mean, it's not too I can't even speak. It's not too bad. I mean, we do have some resistance there. You can see it's slowed down by quite a lot. Obviously, compared to this move, relatively sharp, relatively fast. We do have the RSI telling us we had 75 and 76. This area here is the same, so 78, 75. Alright, so first we had 72, then 78, and 77, and then approximately 75, and a little bit. And then here we have 76 and 75-ish. We could expect that limit order to be taken, but obviously there's no guarantee. Like, there's no guarantee for anything, but yeah, it's not looking too positive as of now. I mean, it's slowly coming bearish, but I mean, it's about as slow as this one as well. You can see very small candle wicks and candle bodies as well. So what I'd really expect right now would be a continued move into our market limit order, and then potentially just below it we do get that continuation that we're looking for, right up to the 72 $1,000 level, which would be amazing. Amazing to see. Amazing. So it's slowly coming into our limit order. We did have it at 300, so it would have been taken by now, but I decided to move it slightly below, as I did believe there was going to be more of a downwards move, you know, like price wise. Maybe it looks like it's reacting to that order, that limit order. Hello, hello. How are you? How are you? Street Jet Gang 10. How are you? Oh my days. I'm gonna lose the plot. I am actually gonna lose the. I'm gonna lose the plot. Look at this. Look at this. Right. So it comes this close to my limit order. Right. This close. That is what? Like. $6. Oh, it's just funny. It's actually so funny. I love it. It's so funny. So funny. I love it so much. Look at that. I'm gonna lose my mind. That would have been that would have been an amazing trade. 1 second, I'll get to your question. I'm just still kind of vexed about this this situation. So we had 71,250. I believe it was 1.262 Bitcoin. Nearly 1K. Nearly 1K. Great. Right, let me answer that question you had. I mean, look, it's nearly at 72k. Right, can you give me complete guidance out of TradingView? TradingView is pretty much the same as Everdex. Oh my days. Looking at that chance that was just literally this much away from my fingertips. But anyway, a complete guidance of TradingView. I mean, yeah, of course. TradingView is pretty much. I think Everdex is TradingView based. I believe there was a. Well, you got TradingView here. TradingView is very, very easy to use. Well, you can obviously do your resistance levels. You've got trend lines. Say you want to draw like a trend. Say for example, you would draw a trend like that, but it would have to have your support and resistance levels. I mean, I'm not an expert in. I'm not like Warren Buffett, you know, but you can follow my Twitter. 1 second. One second. Just type it in. Oh my days, I just clicked off it. You're up 72,141. Cool. Amazing. Fantastic. I mean, I'm not really sure what to expect right now, I'm not gonna lie. By the looks of it, we might even get a reversal from that level back down to about 70.724. Maybe not. I mean, that's just, that was just the 72k level. I mean, that is not, yeah, so we can't base anything off of just a random level. I mean, it's not breaking through 72 plus K, like it's at 72 and 72.45. I don't think it'll go much further than that. We can have a look at a liquidation. What liquidity have we got? I think we had liquidity at 73k. Or is it, I think it might have all been taken already. I might just see some consolidation right about now. I mean, we're not getting much movement. It's kind of slowed down a bit, you can see. Bit of a rejection there. And then it's just consolidating now, so I'd expect it to come to this bottom here, and maybe if it gains that momentum, then it will carry on and go maybe to 73k. But until that happens, we are yet to see. So we do. I mean, we might have some indication that we could go for that reversal now and back down to about 70.5, which would be pretty interesting to see. But I don't really have much to go off on. I mean, the RSI for the 5 minutes is kind of telling me one thing, and then the 15 minute is telling me another. 1 hour's still got some potential. 15 minutes kind of telling me we might be in for a reversal, but I don't want to jump in just yet. I mean, the current high is 72,323. We've got quite a long way to go to 73k. It's been very, very choppy today, like I said. Very unpredictable, very fast-paced market movement. I mean, overall, we did pretty bad, not gonna lie. So the market opened here. We tried to get some kind of positioning in this area and then this area, and we completely got destroyed. Yeah, it's not too good. It's not too good. We've got nothing really, not gonna lie, we have got nothing. I mean, I'm trying to understand the market structure and where price is currently heading, but overall I'm not really seeing much to go off. Price movement is very volatile, choppy, and quite frankly unpredictable. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty mad about this trade, not gonna lie. So the price dipped to like 256 and our limit order was at 250. So we would have been at a profit of about 1k. As you see, the price went up all the way over here. So let me just show you. So we had 71,250. And then we had 72. 1.2k profit. 1.2k profit. Cool. This close. I don't have I'm quite frankly disappointed. I am disappointed. And right now getting a trade on would be kind of silly. Oh, so wait. Oh, right, okay. So that the hello, sir, hello. So the previous candle before it stopped out. Well, it finished at 71k, and then this one is likely to. Well, it just has finished 72,115. So there's a $1,000 increase. Yeah, so a $1,000 difference between the two candles in the 1 hour time frame, which is pretty crazy. But hello, Mia Khalifa, what the helly? What the helly? Like right now, I'm not really seeing much market structure. Like you know, there's nothing to really go based on. There was earlier, like that trade would have been perfect. Like we literally. Oh, let me just get rid of all this. So what we had was a. Let me just mark it out properly. $71,250. Let's say just about there. That'll do. So that's where my limit order was set. So if you don't know what a limit order is pretty much when you open an order, but obviously it's not open yet. So you just opened it expecting a move in that area. So say we opened it here, a price comes to this level, then it's open. So we had one for a long position, and if it was taken, you see how close it was to being taken. If it was that if it was taken, we would have had that 1.2k profit on that trade. You can see how fast the price went bullish. We had some a bit of choppy price action there. You can see consolidated for a little bit, and then we kind of got a continuation there. So price is currently at 71,253. All those liquidity zones that we had previously have all been taken. So now I think there's more liquidity coming in at a level of 73k. So 73k, I believe, will now be the next level that the price will push to. Before we had like an expectation of the price going we had an expectation of the price going bearish to about 66k to 67k, and then it made a big reversal in that area, jumped up to about 70.5. Let me just show you. So we was here, it came up to 70.5 was, I believe, the bottom. So we jumped up to about 71k, come back down to 7,900, up again to 71,500, down to 71,250, and now we're at 72,300. So it's been relatively choppy, I'm not gonna lie, especially this area here. This is when the market was open, the US market. So the US market opened at 4:30. For those of you who don't know, each market has its own opening time, and the US market opens at 4:30. That is Riga time. EST. That would be. That is 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So right now it's morning in America. Is that what it is? Everyone's just starting their day whilst I'm coming to an end to my day. Very interesting, but I believe it's 9 hours behind. So. Yeah, I think that's how that works. So we had a major candle, which was this one. So the daily, I believe it failed about 3 times, 3 or 4 times to stop at a level above 71k. And then we kind of got it there. That doesn't seem right. How is everyone doing tonight anyway? How are you all doing? Is anyone else trading? Anyone else trading today? Right, I mean, based on that, I don't even... If you look at Ethereum, Solana, Doge, it's probably going to be the same, so... I mean, looking at it, it's probably going to be very similar, you know, price action and movement-wise. It's going to be relatively the same, so... Ethereum seems to have a more of a sharp bullish move there. I think we had a lot of news for tomorrow. We had the unemployment claims and something else very important I have forgotten. So today we had the core PC index, which was forecast for 0.4%, previous 0.4%, and today was 0.4%. Final GDP is lower than expected, which isn't good at all. 0.7 forecast, previous 0.7, and the actual is 0.5. Or is that better? I think that's worse. It's growth, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you see, say we've got here German trade balance. They forecasted for 18.1 billion, and then the actual is 19. So I believe we've got a 0.2 decrease in growth for the final GDP. I think it's quarterly, QQ quarterly. January, February, March, April. 4 months. I think that's quarterly. And does that happen 3 times a year? I'm not too informed on that. Yes, so gross domestic product is evaluated quarterly in most major economies. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So why is it only now? It should be a month ago if it's four quarters. I mean, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? 4 quarters. 4 times 3 is 12, not 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, so 3 estimates. In the US, the Bureau of Economic Analysis releases 3 consecutive estimates for each quarter. Advance or first, second and third, and more data. Publication timing. First estimate is typically released about 4 to 6 weeks after the quarter ends, so that kind of makes sense. I mean, the quarter ends at what? March? Yeah, January, February, March, the quarter ends. So 4 to 6 weeks. Well, now, I mean, it's only the beginning of April, so that would be 1 week. I am so confused. My PC's crashing. I mean, I reckon we might actually get a push to about 73k. That is not the 1 hour time frame, is it? No, looks like it is. There's a lot more liquidity below than there is above. So now I believe we've got more liquidity formed at the bottom here. We've got 71,447, which would be 71,000. Or is it 70,000? Yeah, 71,144. 71. Bro, am I okay? 447, yeah. I mean, that's not too far away actually. That's just above. Yeah, so that's up previously where it started to come bullish. So it's just above our entry market price, what we had on, which unfortunately didn't get taken, which is pretty sad to see, but it is what it is. So now we seem to be consolidating. 1 minute time frame, relatively consolidated from a peak of 72,376 to a low of about a 72k. Yeah, so not really much market movement at the minute. We do need something to, you know, get the price moving again. So it could either be a accumulation phase where we have the price kind of consolidating for a longer period, and then jumping to that 73,000 level. But there was a lot more, you know, speculation and kind of aim for a 67 to 66k level. You know, taking everything into perspective with what's happening around the world, macroeconomics, geopolitics, and yeah, I mean, I was expecting Bitcoin to come down slightly. Well, slightly more than what we actually got, so, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, US markets open yesterday was a lot more interesting than today's. What? consolidating. Like, we've got no indication of price movement whatsoever. RSI doesn't tell us much apart from it's kind of losing that momentum, or it might be gaining but consolidating. Could see an uptrend until we get to 73k realistically, but I mean that's a better resistance level. We've got a touch here. See all those candles touch that level. 1, 2, 3, 4, false break there. As for the support level we have, we went based off of this candle wick. We can see a false break there, another one there, a confirmation of that level there, false break again. And then now we can actually expect the price to come to a high of about 72,500. So we'll actually wait and have a look at what happens. Maybe we get a break through that support level there and it just consolidates in that same price range and we don't get any kind of price increase up to that $73,000 level. We did have a lot more liquidity above, I believe, or was it below? I think it might have actually been below. Yeah, now I've got a 63 million. Before it was 61. As for 73, or 72,888.8 to be exact, we've got a 59.51 million waiting there at that level. So price tends to kind of pull to liquidity, but there's obviously a lot more other factors that have to be taken into consideration when analyzing the price and expecting where the price is going to react and where price will move. So we might have a false break here, or we get a, I mean it's one or three scenarios. It continues in this level that we currently have, or we consolidate through the level That does sometimes happen. Or we get a breakthrough completely and we see a reversal all the way back down to 70.75 where there was a... I mean, I don't believe it will come down that far, but we might see there was a level here from this previous low. We may actually just consolidate. Good day to you too. Dance non-stop. Let's go. Dance non-stop. Come on. Oh, a little bit stiff. A little bit stiff today. We need to see better confirmation of that level. I mean, we do have you know, more candles touching it, but we would need it to continue consolidating. But bullish, that is. It kind of needs to come back into that key level and continue the way it was going. Going. But I believe we might not have that scenario play out here. Like today we've had a lot of choppy price action, I'm not gonna lie. It's not been too kind, too friendly. I mean, we've not got much to go on. Like, I believe it might actually continue to break through. I mean, it's dipped quite a lot now, I'm not gonna lie. what have we got liquidity wise? 59 mil, sat at 72,888 like I mentioned before, and we've got 63.36 mil sat at the bottom. I'm not quite sure if that was the exact amount we had previously, but I've got a feeling that that was a bit more. So you see it's slightly more than we have for the bear bullish side. I mean, there's not too much. Yesterday we had that big $200 million liquidity just sat there. I think that's why we got that good trade. It was like a very good, well, yeah, I mean, it's partly a very good indication that we've got some liquidity there. Currently, we're not really getting much of an indication of price, where it's headed, where it wants to go. But yeah, liquidity does seem to be a lot more in the bearish range, so about 71k. Price does seem to be attracting to that amount more than the 59 mil at the top. So it'll be relatively slow moving for, you know, it'll come into about an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3. So, you know, we can expect that price to continue consolidating bearish for a good while, not gonna lie. So make sure you guys check out Everdex in the description below. Very nice platform. I had that Shreejeet Gang Nan 10. You asked me for some mentor. He said, I'm interested to learn, but I'd have a mentor. Please, could you help me? First of all, what I'd recommend is you start working on fundamentals. So psychology, I'd say, is very important in trading. So psychology would be a place where I would start. You kind of have to see the funds and the money as, like, I don't know what the perfect word for it would be, as a tool, instead of as you know, some kind of, what's the word? I've got a full head today. As value, you use it as a tool. So with that money, you can make more money. But the thing is, you have to be prepared to lose that amount. You can't be attached to that amount thinking, oh, I'm gonna lose, like, you know, I'm gonna absolutely get destroyed in this trade. Or you start letting your emotions control how you trade, and you start chasing momentum and all of these factors. I do mention psychology in a previous video, so make sure you check it out in the channel. It is very, very important. If you do want to, you know, start learning and you know, getting the hang of it better, then you can definitely check it out. But yeah, once you master that part of trading, you know, the psychology, then I feel like you'll be at a very good start, because psychology is I'd say it's about 40% at least, because you've got to have a strong mindset, and if you don't, you're going to crumble under pressure. And say, for example, you're in a trade, you have, I mean, I mentioned this in today's video as well, if you have a trade on, the price comes to, you know, near your stop loss, or a amount that you know, are not kind of willing to lose, you're going to be scared. You're going to be worried, and then with that, you might take stop yourself out and then chase the direction it's going. So you've got to be very I don't know. I mean, discipline is one thing, but then not doing something under pressure when you kind of want to do it is another thing. Like, no one wants to lose. We all want to win. So that's just something to keep in mind. Like, you've got to be strong when these things happen. Because if you analyze things correctly, then you shouldn't be really worried about the outcome. Because if it doesn't happen, then maybe you've missed something. Maybe you've not analyzed the market correctly, or you've not been in the right position. So if you do have like a structure and a system behind it all, you'll be very, very happy with the end results. Because if you follow a disciplined routine, then over time you can definitely see what you're not doing, what you need to fix, and then over time, say every day you put 0.5% better. Like, say you minimize your risk a little bit more, and then over time, say you do that 0.5 a day, 0.5 tomorrow, 0.5 the next day, 0.5 the next day. Over time, you'll create like 1% better, 2% better, 3% better, and then by maybe the end of the year, you're like 50% better than you was last year. But yeah, that's just somewhere to start. Psychology is very important. I mean, if you're disciplined, if you go to the gym, then I feel like it might be a little bit easier for you, because I mean, in the gym, you've got to have very, very, very hard discipline. Like, it's you versus you. It doesn't matter. Like, no one's gonna be picking you up and telling you to, go and do it. And maybe you've got a training partner or something, but most of the time it's just you and by yourself. But yeah, what I'm trying to say pretty much is that psychology is a good place to start. I think that was where I started. That's kind of one of the fundamentals to trading. Then you kind of get into indicators, market structure, patterns, and other indicators. So you've got like candle wicks, candle lengths, candle bodies, and the way that they form kind of gives you somewhat of an indication of how price is going to react. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Maybe there's something personal you want to see, but make sure you drop a follow on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, X, so you can get in touch if you want to, need some extra info or anything else. So yeah, make sure to check out Evidex in the description below for all your trading. As I've seen, you can see me trade every day on here, so it's a very good platform. But yeah, other than that, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you